Hi, I'm Mike Hant with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The NFL has suspended Falcons wide receiver Calvin Ridley for the entire 2022 season for gambling on NFL games. NFL Network's Mike Garafolo reporting that Ridley bet on games on his cell phone over a 5-day stretch in November, including betting on the Falcons to win as part of a parlay. Commissioner Roger Goodell, in a letter to Ridley, said that his actions put the integrity of the game at risk. Meanwhile, the Bengals placed a franchise tag on safety Jesse Bates, who played a pivotal role in the team's run to the Super Bowl. He'll make just under $13 million for the 2022 season. Now, the tag allows Cincy to continue to negotiate a long-term deal until July 15th. The Browns were the first team to utilize the tag, placing it on tight end David Njoku, a deal worth $10.9 million for the 2022 season. And in a cap-saving move, the Patriots released linebacker Kyle Van Noy. Who saves New England $5 million in cap room. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
My sign is a potential customer's first impression, so it needs to be perfect.
It's possible at Staples.
There are 4 other bakeries within 5 blocks of here. My shop needs to stand out.
Also possible. With Staples print and marketing services, small businesses can print big with wide format signs and banners. Right now, get $10 off custom printed signs, banners, and posters when you spend $50 or more. Create your sign at Staples, the working and learning store. N326. Visit staples.com/signage for details.
Are you in trouble with the IRS? Clara was too until she called Civic Tax Relief.
Dealing with the IRS was a stressful time. When I got a hold of Civic Tax Relief, all that stress was taken away. It made the process easy.
Call for a free consultation. 800-841-0908. 800-841-0908. Discover all the relief programs you qualify for in the first free call. 800-841-0908. 800-841-0908.
And we are the Imperial Valleys, AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California. Gene, who would have guessed with the internet betting sites being the major sponsors of professional sports that gambling among athletes might be a problem?
Yeah.
Who would have guessed? Or among anybody else?
Are you shocked?
I am shocked. It just, people don't care about the outcome of the game anymore unless they beat the spread.
Yeah, we got to check my numbers.
Yes.
Right now.
Let's see what the spread is, and we'll bet on that, right?
Right.
Okay. Anyway.
They'll knock down women and children to get to those bits of information.
I think they already have. Anyway, Apple expected to announce a new low-cost iPhone model at a media event set for later today.
It's called Prunes.
Yeah, the tech giant will stream the launch event on YouTube and the company website. And I don't know if you've noticed, I actually have the low-cost Apple iPhone. Yeah, no. It's called an iPhone 5. Yeah. Oh, well. Anyway, and Congress added there are increasing concerns about the rise of carjackings in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
And opening a Senate hearing, Senator Richard Durbin said, "It's time for federal agencies to get involved." Durbin noted a case of one hijacker who was 11 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, but hey, now, in the kid's defense, okay, 11-year-old did bring his own booster seat.
There's probably more truth to that than you know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, a booster seat and an AK go hand in hand.
Yes.
Okay. You ready for birthdays?
We have big shot birthdays and we have the real people.
We've got, we'll start off with the big shot birthdays. And among the big shot birthdays, actress Sue Ann Langdon is 80, songwriter Carroll Bayer Sager, 72, actor, director Monkey Mickey Dolenz, 71, singer Gary Newman is 58, actor Aidan Quinn, 57, actress Cameron Manheim, 55, actress Andrea Parker, 46. Actor Boris Kodjoe is 43. Freddie Prinze Jr. is 40. Actress Laura Main, 39. Actor James Vanderbeek is 39. Actress Jessica Collins, 33. Okay? And we've got local birthdays coming up. Before we do, I want to tell you about the Peanut Patch in Yuma. You've been to the Peanut Patch, right, Gene?
I have been to the Peanut Patch, although I would admit it's been a while.
Okay, well, head on back. Pat and George got some great Donna and Pat George.
Right.
They're the owners.
George is their last name.
Yes. Anyway, they've got gift packs. Great for any gifting occasion. And the Peanut Patch in Yuma is open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Yuma time. You realize, of course, the time changes this coming Sunday.
Don't remind. In fact, you just ruined the day of a lot of people right now.
Well, at the Peanut Patch, they make their own fresh English toffee. And how about pecan turtles made from a special recipe? They do that from scratch. So many great things at the Peanut Patch. Google the Peanut Patch. You'll get directions, and or ask Siri or Alexa. And if you're like me, you probably argue with Siri from time to time, but
or have a conversation.
Yes.
With Siri.
Anyway, the Peanut Patch in Yuma, great place to go. Local birthdays, got them. We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Adriana Hinojosa, Marvin Woods, Cesar Pascual, Cristina Marie Dueñas, Drew Perez, Aaron Logan, Gino Gonzalez, Heather Gazda, Jenny Sapien, Kathy Lobstein, Lisa Partida, Marty Medina, Ray Davis, Rudy Huerta, Tammy Blaney, Trevor Beal, John Parra Sr., Jose Alvarez, Joey Cosio, twins, Amiel Solis and Uriela Solis, twins, Jamie McMillan and Jesse McMillan, and triplets, Mikey Johnson, Laylee Johnson, and Jolie Johnson. Happy birthday from KXO. 2 sets of twins and triplets. Boy, the OBGYNs were pretty busy that weekend.
They were.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Okay.
They were charging by the pound, I think.
I guess, okay, 3, 2, and 2, that's what, 7?
Yeah.
Okay. That would be half a dozen plus? Yeah.
Average body weight is this times this.
14.5 pounds each.
Yeah.
Okay. So what else is going on? Lots of things. The fair still there.
Lots of racing this year at the fair, which is a very popular thing for the Valley. So I think it's gone over really big, and still more to come.
And the racing in front of the grandstands, you get that with the price of admission. You don't have to pay extra.
Right. And there's some good ones. Some dwarf. They have all these different sizes. George was interviewing one of the drivers the other night.
Yeah.
And that was interesting.
Well, they had UTVs racing Friday night.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen them do that, and that's becoming very popular. So, there's still a lot to do. So don't, you can only blame yourself if you don't show up.
Exactly. Okay, we've got news. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
It's a look at world and California news headlines right now, and it is brought to you by your friends in the air conditioning business, Lock Air Conditioning and Comfort, and Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News special report. President Biden is about to bow to pressure to punish Russia for the war in Ukraine by banning oil imports. Sources tell CBS News he'll make the announcement in a few minutes from now. Oil analyst Phil Flynn.
A lot of our U.S. refiners prefer that type of oil to the type of oil that we produce in this country. So believe it or not, even though Russia imports are a very small percentage of what we import, it will impact you at the gasoline pump.
Today, Americans now paying an average of $4.17 for a gallon of regular. In Ukraine, President Vladimir Zelensky pleading with the West to send more air support. 2 million people have fled Ukraine. CBS's Tony DeCopel, with an American-born man in Poland, headed back in after leaving his Ukrainian-born wife and baby in Portugal.
Is this something you're prepared to die for?
Yes. I want my child to have a Ukraine to go back to when she's grown up.
CBS News Special Report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Some state lawmakers pushing to stop any business California has with Russia. Senator David Cortez's bill asking private companies based in California to pull investments from the Russian economy.
Are they in Russia? Then if they are, we're going to have to divest unless you can get them out.
The bill also would block any state contracts from being awarded to companies doing business with Russia. No bail for former UFC champion Cain Velasquez, who's jailed in San Jose for firing shots into a car last week, aiming for a man accused of molesting a 4-year-old relative. His attorney says not fair.
They released the perpetrator back into the public with $0 bail, yet they're holding Cain on no bail.
Attorney Mark Garagos. Velasquez allegedly aiming his weapon at 43-year-old Harry Gallardi, who's facing felony charges. The shot instead hitting Gallardi's stepfather, who's recovering. Gas prices in the state up another 10 cents overnight to an average of $5.44 a gallon. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist.
I struggled with symptoms like frequent gas and stomach pain for years.
I was bloated all the time with daily diarrhea.
At first, I thought it was what I was eating.
I kept thinking it was stomach issues.
So I did my research and talked to my doctor, and we finally uncovered the truth.
It was actually EPI. Exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, is a condition where your pancreas is unable to help break down your food.
It can lead to symptoms like diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, unexplained weight loss, and oily stools.
And EPI symptoms can be confused with those of other common digestive conditions, like irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's, and celiac disease.
So getting to the right diagnosis meant being more open with my doctor about the severity of my symptoms and how often they were happening.
But there's good news. EPI is manageable, so don't wait any longer. Use the symptom checker at identifyepi.com and schedule a visit or call with your doctor to ask, could I have EPI?
Sponsored by AbbVie.
And it's page one of the local news. Page one is service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley, at El Centro Motors, and at the Imperial Valley Mall. Quick Lane, ready to serve.
Taking a look at the latest in local news, the Board of Supervisors will meet today. However, they prefer that the meeting be viewed via live stream. George Gale has more.
The supervisors meet this morning to help curb the spread of COVID-19. The county says they would prefer the meeting be viewed via live stream or Zoom. Live stream is available at the county website. Zoom information is available at the clerk of the board's office. The agenda includes an update on COVID-19 in Imperial County. Janet Angulo, director of the County Public Health Department, will discuss several other items as well. Director of County Social Services, Veronica Rodriguez, will discuss 4 vacancies in her department. A board will discuss and possibly approve an employment agreement with Miguel Figueroa. If the agreement is approved, Figueroa would begin work as the county's new county executive officer on April 15th. And the Board of Supervisors will discuss preliminary design completion for the Gateway County Service Area water treatment plant improvements. A board begins their public session at 10 o'clock this morning. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A Monday morning traffic accident claimed 2 lives. According to the California Highway Patrol, a 2003 Ford was southbound on State Route 111 south of Sargo Road when the vehicle veered off the roadway and overturned. 2 people in the vehicle were ejected and suffered fatal injuries. One victim, a 57-year-old man from Niland, while the second victim is a woman from Niland. Identities of the victims will not be released. It is unclear who was driving the vehicle at the time of the accident. The accident remains under investigation. KXO News Time, 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires, guaranteed. We're talking the finest names in tires: Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. Check the prices, then talk to your Quick Lane service advisor. He will give you the best price, guaranteed. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Continuing with more local news, we bring you a COVID hospitalization update. Here's more.
They are up slightly. The latest report indicates there are currently 25 COVID-positive patients hospitalized in Imperial County. That's up from 23 previously reported. Numbers are provided by the County Public Health Department. According to the numbers, there are 11 COVID-positive patients in intensive care in the county. 20 ventilators are in use countywide. Total vaccine doses administered in Imperial County are at 427,673, an increase of 3,055 reported from last week. The latest number of active cases of COVID-19 in Imperial County at 363. Deaths attributed to the virus are at 874. A complete update is expected sometime today. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley, in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, at El Centro Motors in El Centro, and now a third location at the Imperial Valley Mall. Quick Lane. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Now at T-Mobile, you can get the incredible iPhone 13 on us on the network with more 5G bars in more places.
This is the year, Amelia. The year I become a famous influencer.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
I just got the new iPhone 13 at T-Mobile. It has the most advanced dual camera ever on an iPhone. So my videos and photos are gonna look amazing. And check it out. I have 5G, even out here.
Whoa.
I'll be able to post tons of content. Us influencers gotta stay fresh, you know?
Nice. So where are you going to learn to sing or dance or something?
Better. Yodeling. Ooh, let's hike up that hill and do a live stream. Yodeling.
I'm good. Thanks.
Head into T-Mobile today, because when you switch, you can get the new iPhone 13 on us on every plan with eligible trade-in. All on T-Mobile's 5G network with more 5G bars in more places.
Phone via 24 monthly bill credits with qualifying new line plus tax for well-qualified customers. Contact us before canceling service to continue remaining bill credits or credit stop and balance on required finance agreements due. T-Mobile is America's largest 5G network. Details at T-Mobile.com.
Page 2 of the local news and weather, all brought to you by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30, and by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, 7 a.m. till 3 p.m.
Continuing with more local news this morning, fire is in the news. Fire displaces farm worker families. Here's more on that story.
They were the homes of several farm worker families. The mobile homes were located near Thermal, north of the Salton Sea. Riverside County Fire Department says the mobile homes were destroyed, but no injuries were reported. In total, 5 mobile homes and 2 other structures were destroyed by the fire, displacing 19 adults and 11 children. Cause of the fire remains under investigation. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
2 distressed migrants rescued over the weekend. U.S. Border Patrol agents rescued 2 undocumented individuals in the sand dunes near Yuma. Saturday afternoon. The rescue was initiated at approximately 1:45 p.m. when Calexico Border Patrol Station notified agents working in the field of the two individuals within the sand dunes who were lost due to high winds and limited visibility and needed assistance. At approximately 2:15, the agents located the individuals approximately a quarter mile north of the U.S.-Mexico border. It was verified that the individuals did not possess the required documents to be present in the U.S. legally. The individuals were taken into custody. Since October, El Centro Sector Border Patrol agents have successfully rescued 148 individuals who were lost, in distress, or abandoned by smugglers. That concludes this edition. Wait a minute here. In other stories this morning, other major events are in the news. George Gale explains.
It shows that there is enough to go around. Midnight at the Oasis is a 3-day car show in Yuma. It has long been a tradition and the largest event organized by the Caballeros of Yuma. Because of the pandemic, there was no Midnight at the Oasis last year. Because of the reduced numbers of COVID-19, the event was scheduled to come back this year. Officials have not released any attendance numbers, but they say the comeback was a major success. The 3-day event at the Desert Sun Stadium began Friday afternoon and ran through Sunday evening. The organizers say over 1,000 entries were reported. Classic vehicles were brought in from as far away as Canada. There was live music and other events held as well. The Agro Baja event also resumed over the weekend. Agro Baja is a major agricultural fair in Mexicali. Organizers have said on social media they were very happy with the weekend turnout as well. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
When you're ready for great home-style cooking, there are 2 locations for the best in the Imperial Valley. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., featuring delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including menudo, liver and onions, and meatloaf. The Town Pump in Westmoreland is open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30 p.m., specializing in delicious prime ribs, steaks, chicken, salmon, and lobster. So for a great dining experience, visit Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, and the Town Pump in Westmoreland.
Here's Carol Buckley with a weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, tranquil and somewhat cooler than normal weather will continue through the middle of this week. A strong weather disturbance will dive into the southwest on Thursday, bringing gusty winds to the area. A slight chance of rain will accompany this system. Quiet weather returns Friday, and a quick warming trend will commence this weekend. Our high yesterday, 72. The overnight low, 37. Today, sunny with a high near 72. West-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, then becoming north. Clear tonight with a low around 43. West wind around 5 miles an hour. Wednesday, sunny with a high near 80. West-southwest wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, becoming north-northwest in the afternoon, with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. 48 degrees downtown, 34% relative humidity. The wind calm, air quality good everywhere except Calexico, right at the border in Mexicali, and Uabese. Page 2 of the local news brought to you by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, and by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, Imperial Valley's fine dining experience.
Kokopah Resort is celebrating their lucky loyals in March. 2 winners every hour from 5 to 8 p.m. will win $100 in rewards play and bonus rewards based on your card level. You can earn entries daily by playing your favorite slots or table games with your rewards card. Be a lucky loyal every Friday and Saturday in March. For complete rules, see the Kokopah Casino Rewards Club. We love our loyals at Kokopah Casino Resort, South Highway 95 in Somerton.
It's sports time brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Major League Baseball will cancel another week of regular season games if it can't agree to a new collective bargaining agreement with the Players Association by tonight. That'll add another layer of pressure onto already tense negotiations as the league's lockout is nearing 100 days. NBA action. It took overtime, but the Pistons, they won. They beat the Hawks 113-110. 76ers topped the Bulls 121-106. Heat hammered the Rockets 123-106. Timberwolves topped the Trailblazers 124-81. Mavericks, they beat the Jazz 111-103. Nuggets 131, Warriors 124. Knicks 131-115. And the Lakers, end of the season rush into the playoffs with another loss. 117-110, the Spurs beat the Lakers.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
Atlanta Falcons wide receiver Calvin Ridley has been suspended for at least the 2022 season after gambling on games in 2021. The NFL released a statement yesterday announcing his suspension, saying Ridley gambled on games over a 5-day stretch in November when he was on the non-football injury list to address his mental health. The Green Bay Packers have made a significant long-term contract offer to Aaron Rodgers that would alter the quarterback market. Terms of a potential new contract could always change, but a 3 or 4 year deal would help Green Bay's salary cap situation while giving Rodgers contractual clarity into his 40s. Meanwhile, former Seattle Seahawks and San Francisco 49ers cornerback Richard most recently played with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, pleaded guilty yesterday in Seattle to 2 misdemeanor charges stemming from his July arrest. Sherman pleaded guilty to negligent driving in the first degree and criminal trespass in the second degree, as well as an infraction for speeding in a roadway construction zone. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
California, the future should be built for everyone. So we made the 2021 Ford F-150 even smarter and more productive than before. Built it to power new ideas anywhere with an available ProPower onboard generator and a new interior designed to keep you connected. Plus the newest generation of Sync to keep you at the forefront of the latest and greatest tech. This is a new generation of F-Series, the best-selling truck for 45 years, and it's only the beginning. We want your trade. Head in today to get 0% APR Ford credit financing for 60 months on a 2021 Ford F-150. Only at your San Diego County Ford dealers, where the future comes standard. Not all buyers will qualify for Ford credit financing. 0% for 60 at $16.67 per month per 1,000 finance, regardless of down payment. Excludes Raptor. Residency restrictions apply. For all offers, take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by 4/4/2022. See dealer for qualifications and complete details. Based on 1977 through 2021 CY total sales.
And financial news with a look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. Things on Wall Street still red, but not as bad. The Dow right now off 21 points at 32,796. The S&P 500 at 4190, that's down almost 11 points. And the NASDAQ off 26 points at 12,804. Gold jumped $79.80 an ounce. Sell the fillings. Oil jumped $8.41 a barrel. Yeah, start scraping the driveway and see what you can salvage. Meanwhile, the U.S. dollar serves as the backbone of the global economy and is considered the safest currency to hold. So in times of uncertainty, investors like to stock up. What's happening? The dollar rose to its highest level since spring 2020 last week as fears grew about how Russia's war in Ukraine would ricochet through the global economy and financial markets. European markets are simply not attractive in this moment simply because of their geographical exposure to Ukraine and Russia, according to the experts. Meanwhile, Shell said today it was breaking completely with Russia's giant energy industry, halting all purchases of Russian crude oil immediately and shutting its service stations in that country. The UK-based company, which last week announced it was dumping its investments in Russia, said its decision to abandon all trade in Russia, fossil fuels, was aligned with new government guidance.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
We'll have sunny skies today with a high near 72, west-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, then becoming north. Clear tonight with a low around 43, west wind about 5 miles an hour. Wednesday will be sunny with a high near 80, west-southwest wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, becoming north-northwest in the afternoon with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. 50 degrees, 32% relative humidity, the wind calm, air quality good everywhere except in Calexico, at the border in Mexicali, and at the university in downtown Mexicali. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, El Centro.
At Burgers and Beer, we want to make your every visit a great visit. We want you to have great service. We want your taste buds to dance with happiness and your thirst to be quenched. We want you to enjoy great sports and great music. But most of all, we want you to enjoy your friends, your family, your date, your business meal, your party, your mom, your dad, and even Aunt Karen. At Burgers and Beer, we're all about you. 5 locations to serve you: El Centro, Yuma, Temecula, Centro, and Rancho Mirage.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
News on the hour. Your home for original reporting.
I'm Steve Kafin. President Biden is set to announce an American ban on Russian oil, the latest move to tighten the economic screws on Moscow for its invasion of Ukraine. CBS's Stephen Portnoy.
Up until now, the White House has insisted a cutoff of Russian oil would not only raise prices for Americans, but that it would pad Putin's pockets by making the energy Russia is able to sell more expensive. The White House says Russian oil makes up about 10% of U.S. fuel consumption, a share that has increased in recent years.
Reports say Britain will also ban Russian oil. It all comes as the AAA says U.S. gas prices have hit a record high, an average of $4.70 gallon. Louisiana trucker Brandon Lee says diesel's already over $5 a gallon.
The average truck on the road today gets 5 to 5.5 miles to the gallon. Some get better, some get worse. You're looking at $1 a mile that's fixing to cost us just to go up and down the road.
And overseas, the UN now says more than 2 million people have fled the Ukraine invasion. CBS's Steve Futterman has the latest on efforts to get civilians out of battle zones.
We are getting different reports from a pair of Ukraine cities. In Sumy, which is near the Russian border and was attacked heavily overnight, buses have been able to depart. But in Mariupol, the port city that's just been devastated by continued Russian attacks, initial reports say the fighting has continued and the humanitarian corridor was not able to go into effect.
The World Health Organization says Russian attacks on health care facilities in Ukraine have increased in recent days. The WHO's Catherine Smallwood says it's making a bad situation worse.
People are not seeking care because they're afraid of the security situation. Healthcare workers are not able to reach their places of work because they're concerned about their own security and taking incredible risks.
The New York Times says it's pulling its journalists out of Russia amid a media crackdown there. Police in Des Moines now say a total of 6 teenagers are under arrest for the drive-by shooting at a high school yesterday that left one person dead. Police Chief Dana Wingert.
Our officers did an excellent job preserving evidence and rendering aid, but also the school administration at East High School, which allowed us to do our work unimpeded to get this investigation off the ground.
In a new book, former Attorney General Barr says there was no reasoning with former President Trump about his false claim that he'd won the 2020 election. Barr was on CBS Mornings.
He started raising some of the fraud claims, and I, in detail, refuted them and explained why they had no merit. And he got madder and madder, and then I said, look, Mr. President, I'm happy with me. I'm glad to tender my resignation. And boom, he hit the table, said, accept it.
Wall Street, the Dow is down 23 points. This is CBS News.
There's always something new under the sun. CBS Mornings, weekdays on CBS. Hello, Discover here to explain our cash back match. Here's how it works. We give you cash back for using your Discover card on the things you were going to buy anyway. Then we match that cash back in your first year. And that's why we call it Cashback Match. Now to recap and say cashback one more time. We match all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year automatically. Discover. Exceptionally common sense. Learn more at discover.com/match. Limitations apply.
The soothing scent of Vicks Vapor Rub. It's only one of the most iconic smells ever. That cooling, comforting scent generations of families have come to trust to help them feel better. And now you trust to soothe your family. Pick up some Vicks Vapor Rub in the little blue jar and wrap yourself with the calm only Vicks Vapor Rub can bring. Vicks Vapor Rub, always there for you.
Top talent on display at the Academy of Country Music Awards.
Miranda Lambert took top prize, Entertainer of the Year. In his first appearance at an award show since scandal over using the N-word, Morgan Wallen accepted Album of the Year for Dangerous.
Most importantly, I have to address my fans personally and directly. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Carly Pierce snagged Female Artist of the Year.
Rocking up the trailer on the 2-inch hit.
ACM streamed on Amazon Prime. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Hundreds of residents evacuated from the slopes of Guatemala's volcano today as red-hot rock and flow slopes toward an area that was devastated by an eruption in 2018. The volcano of fire eruption 4 years ago killed 194 people and left more than 200 missing. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
You've got Carroll Buckley with the best oldies on the radio.
12:30.